They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field for the first time today. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, Dave, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle. It's great.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man. Ground. So San Jose State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Contreras. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Stevenson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Manuel. Breaks it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manuel. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Grabbed behind the line. It's Batista. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's not. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Got it in the middle. It's Manuel. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Manuel.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the counter. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Reads it, fires complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bray. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's not. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slip.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's not. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
To throw, he's working against the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still on his feet at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
On target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stevenson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Contreras. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Spartans. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Rides the back on the option to give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll go right back to the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call...
There he goes! Oh, what a move to get room! And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around, as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Oh, what a move. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this...
The offense coughs it up. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, lead, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Release to the back. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, David.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's loose. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. Who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here.